Hey folks, Rob here, and tonight I thought I'd bring out the Taurus handguns I own. These are not the only Taurus handguns I own. I have a PT 101 and 40 caliber, and I also have a TX22, and I think that's it. But we're going to start off here with the G2S. Now the G2S is a single stack, which is pretty comparable to the Smith & Wesson Shield or something along those lines. It does have a 7+1, so you get 8 round capacity in this, and it is a very thin gun, a very thin grip. It comes with 3-dot sights, your loaded chamber indicator. It does have a manual safety, so if you like a manual safety, has the good stippling that Taurus has been putting on their guns lately. This is a nice little gun. Sheila got me this for Christmas, and let's see how much this weighs. Now this is 8 rounds, so you got 8 rounds in this gun, and this gun is unloaded. All these guns are unloaded, but you have 20.5 ounces. So 8 rounds, 20 ounces. So nice little gun, but we're going to compare it to some of the others and see if one makes a little more sense over the other. And then my second gun I have here is the Taurus GX4. Now this holds 11+1, so you get 12 rounds of 9mm. And this has a 3.06 inch barrel, so just basically a 3-inch barrel. Has the nice stippling. It departs from the G series guns of the older type in the fact that it doesn't have second strike capability, and it has this flat face trigger, and it is simply a striker fired pistol, where these are striker fired also, but they have double action only. You can shoot them either way, DOA or double action only, or single action. So like a striker fired, it's basically a single action. So anyway, this gun is relatively thicker than the G2S. Of course, the S stands for slim, so this is a slim gun. And in those 7 rounds, of course, I can't lay this one flat because of the optic on it, but you do have quite a bit more height in the butt. Now, as far as barrel lengths and the such, you know, you can see from the top that they're pretty similar. The I get them mixed up, G2S is slightly longer barrel, and it's slightly longer overall. So nice slim package. The one thing I do not like about this gun, and I wish it had this trigger in this gun, because this little dangler right there, whatever they call it, a little safety, sticks out, and you can feel that, and it makes kind of it feels like you're just pushing on that. Yeah, I wish it would go in a little more flush, because you can see there it sticks out just enough that you can feel it, and makes it a little bit, you can feel that after a while, kind of irritates your finger. But these are defensive guns, mostly, so. And our GX4, that's way it. And it does have the optic on it, so we'll have to account for that, but that's 18 ounces. So you had 18.59 for 11, and 20.5 for 8. So, you know, and if you like a slim gun with a slightly longer sight radius and a slightly longer barrel, you know, the slim model might be the way to go. I do like the trigger on this. Is I'm having trouble adapting to this trigger. It's not got a bad trigger, but it's just it ain't calm. It's not a bad trigger. Got a little bit of grit right there, but not much take up. And then it's got a good break. It's just I have trouble shooting this gun. Or at least the first 50 I done in it, I did. Now, in comparison, you got this is the G3XL. Now, this is kind of a hybrid gun because this has basically the compact frame. And if you see here, these frames are almost identical. A matter of fact, they're so identical that I believe you could probably put one on the other. But and they're about the same length. If you took this pinky extension off and had the flat floor plate, God, I'm stuttering. Woo! But you can see there that the G3XL is wider and not much longer, and you got 12 plus 1, so you get 13 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds. So we're more comparing this to this, which if you look at them, there is quite a bit of size difference. It's thicker. The G3XL is a lot thicker. It's not much thicker in the grip, but some. And overall height's different. You got more grip down here. But this one gives you a nice full, you can get a full grip on this. And I really like this trigger on this gun. This gun, I'm not a big fan of it just yet. It may break in and get better. It's light enough. I mean, it's not overly heavy, but it's just something about it. I struggle with it a little bit. So the G3XL, that's the way it. 24 ounces. So you've gone 6 ounces above this one with the optic. And so I guess what it all amounts to is do you like the larger gun with which is a little harder to conceal, but more controllable, more shootable than, say, this gun. I can definitely shoot this gun better than this gun. I can shoot this gun better than this gun. And it's probably, the fact that the size is so much smaller. Now, I do have the other grip in the house that has a little pinky extension, and which I should have used it to shoot, but I didn't the first time I shot this, or I didn't have it on it. And but anyway, you got, like I said, 12 rounds, 13 rounds, 8 rounds, all of them in a fairly comparable size. I mean, if you lined them all up, of course the GX4 is going to be the smallest, but of course that's got the optic on it too. So, but it's going to be the smallest, but it's not the thinnest. And you can see there, it will have the shortest butt and the shortest barrel. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd bring you a little comparison of the 3 Tauruses I own, which is the G2S. Really like this gun. It's a sweet little gun. It's got, the trigger on it is not as good as the G3X. Let's get a trigger pull on each of them. We'll just do one and do one trigger pull. I forgot what I was getting on this one. 5.1. So that one was 5.1 on our little Taurus G2S. 310. And then our G3XL 3.7. So definitely the hardest trigger on this one, which is understandable because some people might carry this in their pocket and you don't want a really light trigger in your pocket. So it's understandable, but this one's a little heavier. But anyway, guys, any way you go with these, I don't think any of them are bad guns. All 3 of these, I've really had no problems with any of them. And, this one, I got this one while it was on sale. I got the $50 rebate, which brought in, about 2.5 enchiladas. This one was, she bought it at Christmas time. I think it was just right at 200 enchiladas. And this one I found for 2.6 enchiladas and a $25 rebate. So you can take that off of it. So anyway, all of them, you know, sub $300 guns, especially if you get in on the rebate right now. So anyway, guys, next video, it got dark on me and I had to come in, but next video, we're going to take these out. I'm going to shoot them all three together, and we'll kind of do a live, you know, how they feel shooting, how they differ in their shootability. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Until the next video, we'll see you guys later.